Well, basically, we're Correo Ervhanski, and my name's Nabil, and obviously what we are a small enterprise dealing with fashion design products. And what we do is we go through from pretty much a design concept to a finished product, dealing with a wide variety of retail stores and independent brands.
The fashion project that we're working on at the moment for early of April basically is all based on a conceptual idea of designs that will actually eventually go into retail stores. So the overall high-end theme is actually to get a cohesive line of collection that we can present to foreign companies, to national companies who would be interested in our fashion branding, and all of it is branded under Correo Ervhanski, so it's all independent work. We are all pretty much working on this project to benefit each other. And I think that's really important in the creative industry, of course, because there's always a level of benefit that each person needs as an artist or a creative person, especially living in this very competitive and tight budget line. So we kind of work as one big hub, and that has been a massive progress for the Correo Ervhanski. I didn't really get much support within the fashion industry from my parents. Fashion wasn't a first choice for them. I obviously had a passion for fashion myself, and that was something I wanted to do. In my case, my parents, they were thinking of, for me to, go into medicine or engineering or something on them lines. However, over the years, they're quite used to it, and I think they know it will never get out of me. Fashion, it's really freedom, it's creativity, it's where your mind drives you. That's what creativity is about. I see creativity as a form of freedom. Work hours has put a strain on my relationship. As someone who's married and has children, it's not more so just working late, it's even working on the days that a normal person probably wouldn't work, like for instance, even on like Christmas Day, let's take for example. There has been days where I've actually stayed at the studio till 4 or 5 a.m. From my wife's perception, she feels that obviously I don't give her that time. And that's actually affected my personal life more than my working life. But again, it sometimes does get to the stage where it's affecting my work life and performance. And I kind of feel a bit left out sometimes, because sometimes you get to see people that would start at 9 and finish at 5. They'd go home, socialise with their families, kids. Unfortunately, I don't really get that often, if not hardly ever. Because by the time I get in, my wife's sleeping, and then she's gone to work, and then I'm going to work. So we're always kind of missing each other. So and I guess you have to just get used to it, or either the fashion industry is probably not for you. Most important thing as a business, as a branding in terms of finances, I put forward quality over the company. I rather risk losing money than giving somebody poor satisfaction. So my primary goal is to actually make sure that the products that we provide or we supply are the standard, or if not the highest standard that we can provide possible. Our reputation is pretty much the forefront of everything. You've got companies trying to develop designs, fabrics, using these 3D mechanisms to create products. A lot of the automated machines that they're using now don't really require sitting down. It actually requires computer technology where a person is standing and pressing a button, and with the push of the button, the automatic kind of mechanisms work together electronically to produce the stitches. So there is no actually human skill input directly. these creative automated machines that these people are coming out with, that is driving away the sense of business. Vast majority of our industry is not self-sufficient. It's actually relying on foreign currencies, foreign governments, on foreign countries. So these things are all foreign input. We don't have much control over our textile industry. So in order to bring back the textile industry, the value of British made stuff has to go up. The reality is the fashion industry hasn't seen much support from the government, whether it's apprenticeships, whether it's to reconsider our import policy. We have massive taxes that we have to pay within England. These are all really, really high. The politicians, they would rather have these people sending stuff abroad because they're going to generate larger revenues, larger money, larger quantity, where they might not see that in England. So I think, unfortunately, that's quite scary and quite depressing when you think about the political side of the fashion industry. After today, I learned a lot. I learned working with different models, their interaction, their experiences. We had Georgina, who was an amazing MUA. We had David, who was another amazing photographer. People could be from all different creative industries, but we can always kind of link ourselves together. This project obviously has now come to an end, and I actually feel quite satisfied with the outcome of what we've done. It required a lot of work, a lot of effort. So now we're going to go back to the drawing boards and back to the mood boards, and we're going to start to develop our ideas for the next collection. I think the fashion industry is going to its positive side in a way, that we're seeing more import in England, and people want that side, kind of prestigious side of having things made in England. So a lot of people and a lot of retailers are starting to realise that yes, production in the UK really does work. What's really driving me towards this industry so much is actually my passion and my ability to work in this industry, and I don't really see myself somewhere else exactly. I've specifically dedicated my life to the fashion industry, and that's what I am, a fashion designer. That motivation for the fashion industry should always be there, regardless of the struggles that people go through, and this is only something you would learn from experience. I don't have any concept of turning back and going into another industry. I've gone too far in it. No matter where the industry goes and the struggle it goes through, I'll always be in the industry. I lived for this industry, and that's my passion for it. And that's what I live for.